Have you ever stood up from your bed or chair, only to feel the room sway around you, forcing you to reach for something to steady yourself? Perhaps you've noticed your legs feeling shaky, your mind a bit foggy, or your energy fading faster than it used to. If you're over 65 like me, you might have been told this is just what happens as we age, something to accept and live with. I believe that too, until a simple natural drink changed my life in ways I never imagined. At 78 years young, I've gone from dreading my mornings, afraid of dizzy spells and weakness, to waking up with a renewed sense of strength and clarity. This isn't about chasing miracles or quick fixes. It's about a small daily habit that gave me back my confidence to move, laugh, and live fully. Today, I'm excited to share with you the exact recipe for this life-changing drink, the science behind why it works, and how it can help you feel steadier, stronger, and more vibrant, no matter your age. Hey everyone, welcome back to Bloom and Nourish. Before we dive in, I'd be so grateful if you'd take a moment to like this video. Your support helps me share these lessons with others who need them. If you haven't already, please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss a video packed with tips to help you thrive. In the comments below, let me know how you're feeling. Type 1 if this resonates with you, or 0 if there's something else you'd love me to cover in future videos. Now let's begin this journey together. I'm not a doctor, nurse, or health expert, just a 78-year-old who for years thought dizziness, fatigue, and wobbly steps were an unavoidable part of growing older. But my story proves that with a little curiosity and care, we can feel better than we ever thought possible. Let's explore how a simple blend of everyday ingredients transformed my mornings and gave me back my spark. For years, I woke up each morning with a familiar but unsettling routine. I'd swing my legs over the side of the bed, take a deep breath, and brace myself. As I stood, the room would tilt, my vision would blur, and a wave of lightheadedness would force me to grip the bedpost or lean against the wall. Some days, I'd feel so weak that even walking to the kitchen felt like a marathon. My mind often felt cloudy, like I was moving through a fog, and simple tasks like carrying a bag of groceries or climbing a few stairs left me breathless. My family meant well, saying, "That's just what happens when you're older." My doctor echoed this, adjusting my blood pressure pills, suggesting I move more slowly, and reassuring me that these were just signs of aging. I trusted them. After all, they knew best, right? But deep down, I felt there had to be more to life than shuffling carefully from room to room, afraid of falling or feeling drained before the day even started. Then came a moment that shook me. One morning, after a shower, I stepped onto the bath mat, and a sudden heaviness hit me like a tidal wave. The room spun wildly, my legs buckled, and I clung to the sink to keep from collapsing. My heart raced, not from exertion, but from fear. I stood there, trembling, waiting for the world to steady itself. That moment was my breaking point. I knew I couldn't keep living this way, and I refused to accept that this was my new normal. Determined to understand what was happening, I started asking questions. Why was I so dizzy? Why did my body feel so frail? I wasn't a medical expert, but I could read, listen, and learn. I pored over books, browsed trusted health websites, and talked to friends who'd faced similar struggles. One word kept coming up: circulation. It turns out, our blood is like a river, carrying oxygen and nutrients to every part of our body, our heart, brain, muscles, everything. When that river slows or gets clogged, problems start. As we age, our arteries can stiffen or narrow, sometimes building up with plaque, sticky deposits of cholesterol, fat, or calcium that block the flow. This can lead to dizziness, tiredness, weak legs, and even that foggy feeling in the head. No one had explained it to me this way before. My doctors talked about age-related changes, but they didn't connect my symptoms to my arteries. Once I understood this, I felt a spark of hope. If poor circulation was the problem, maybe there was a way to help my body clear those blockages naturally. That's when a chance meeting changed everything. One sunny afternoon, I visited my dear friend Margaret at her cozy home. At 80, she moved with a lightness and energy I envied. Over a cup of tea, I opened up about my struggles, how I dreaded standing up, how my legs felt unsteady, how I missed the energy to enjoy simple things like a walk in the park. Margaret listened quietly, then smiled and said, "Let me share something that helped me." She handed me a glass of a simple homemade drink made from ingredients I already had at home. "It's not fancy," she said, "but it's been a game changer for me." Skeptical but curious, I took a sip. It was tangy, a bit spicy, but surprisingly pleasant. Margaret explained that she drank it every morning, and over time it had helped her feel stronger, clearer, and free from the dizziness that used to plague her. I decided to give it a try, not expecting miracles, but open to the possibility that something so simple could make a difference. I started drinking this blend every morning, not as a replacement for my doctor's advice, but as a small addition to my routine. The first few days, I noticed subtle shifts. My legs felt a bit less heavy, and I wasn't as winded after walking to the mailbox. By the end of the first week, the morning dizziness that had haunted me was fading. I could stand up without the room spinning. By week 2, it was gone entirely. My walks became longer, my mind sharper, and I felt a surge of energy I hadn't known in years. I wasn't just surviving my days, I was living them. Today, I'm not here to push a product or promise a cure. I'm here to share a natural, affordable solution that worked for me and might work for you. This drink isn't magic, but it's rooted in nature's wisdom and backed by science. If you're struggling with dizziness, weakness, or feeling like your body's letting you down, stick with me. I'll share the recipe, explain why it works, and show you how to make it part of your life. If you're finding this helpful, please type 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. Your time means so much, and I'm grateful you're here. Let's talk about why we feel dizzy when we stand up. There's a fancy medical term for it, orthostatic hypotension. But don't let that scare you. It's just a way of saying that when you stand, your blood pressure drops suddenly, and your brain doesn't get enough blood for a moment. That's what causes the spinning, the blurry vision, or even feeling like you might faint. It's more common as we age, because our bodies don't adjust as quickly as they used to. When we're younger, our blood vessels snap into action, keeping blood flowing smoothly. But over time, those vessels can get stiff, and blockages can build up, making it harder for blood to reach where it's needed. Think of your arteries like garden hoses. If they get kinked or clogged with dirt, water can't flow properly. In our bodies, those clogs, called plaque, come from things like cholesterol or fat. When blood flow slows, our brain, heart, and muscles don't get the oxygen they need, leading to dizziness, tiredness, or weak legs. Medications can help control blood pressure or thin the blood, but they don't always fix the root issue, those clogged or stiff arteries. That's where this natural drink comes in. It's like giving your hoses a good rinse, helping blood flow freely again. If this is making sense, type 2 in the comments to let me know you're following along. Thank you for staying with me. Now let's get to the heart of it. The drink that changed my life. What's so special about it? It's made from simple, everyday ingredients you likely have in your kitchen right now. Each one has unique properties that work together to support your heart, clear your arteries, and bring back your energy. Here's what goes into it and why it's so powerful. Lemon. This bright fruit is more than just a flavor booster. Lemons are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants, which help clean your blood vessels by reducing inflammation. They also help your liver flush out toxins, keeping your blood cleaner and your arteries healthier. Using the peel adds extra nutrients like pectin, which can help break down fatty deposits. Garlic. Don't underestimate this humble bulb. Garlic has been used for centuries to support heart health. It contains a compound called allicin that helps relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and clear small cholesterol buildups. It's like a natural plumber for your arteries, keeping the pathways open. Ginger. This spicy root warms your body and boosts blood flow, especially to your hands and feet. It also reduces inflammation and helps keep your blood from getting too thick, lowering the risk of clots that can cause dizziness or worse. Turmeric. This golden spice is a superstar. Its active ingredient, curcumin, fights inflammation, which can stiffen arteries over time. Turmeric keeps your blood vessels flexible and protects them from damage, supporting better circulation. Apple cider vinegar. Don't let its tangy taste fool you. This is a powerhouse. It helps balance your body's pH, supports digestion, and can break down fats in your blood. It also cleanses your system, helping your arteries stay clear. Honey. More than a sweetener, honey is full of antioxidants and soothes inflammation. It makes the drink taste better and helps your body absorb the other ingredients' benefits. Plus, it's gentle on your stomach. Together, these ingredients are like a team of helpers, working to clean your arteries, improve blood flow, and give your body the boost it needs to feel steady and strong. How to make the drink, your step-by-step guide. Making this drink is as easy as brewing your morning coffee. Here's how to prepare a week's worth to keep in your fridge. Grab a pen or pause the video if you'd like to jot this down. Ingredients for a 7-day supply. 4 medium organic lemons, keep the peel for extra benefits. 4 fresh garlic cloves. A 2-inch piece of fresh ginger, 1 heaping teaspoon turmeric powder, or a 1-inch piece of fresh turmeric, 3 tablespoons organic apple cider vinegar, look for with the mother, 2 tablespoons raw honey, 2 cups 500 ml filtered water. Steps. Prep the ingredients. Wash the lemons well to remove any wax or dirt, especially if using the peel. Cut them into small chunks, removing seeds but keeping the peel. Peel the garlic and ginger, and chop the ginger into smaller pieces. If using fresh turmeric, peel and chop it too. 2. Blend it up. Place the lemons, garlic, ginger, and turmeric, if fresh, in a blender with about 1/2 cup of water. Blend until smooth, creating a thick paste. The smell might be strong, but that's the power of these ingredients at work. 3. Warm and mix. Pour the paste into a small pot and add the remaining water, about 1.5 cups. Warm it over low heat, stirring gently until it steams but doesn't boil. Boiling can weaken the ingredients' benefits. Let it cool slightly. Add the rest. Once warm, not hot, stir in the apple cider vinegar and honey. Mix well until the honey dissolves. This gives the drink a tangy, sweet balance. 5. Strain and store. For a smoother drink, strain the mixture through a fine sieve into a clean glass jar. If you don't mind a bit of texture, skip the straining. Seal the jar and store it in the fridge for up to 7 days. How to take it. Each morning, take 1 tablespoon on an empty stomach. If the taste is too strong, mix it into a small glass of warm water or take it after breakfast. I started with half a tablespoon to get used to it, then moved to a full tablespoon after a few days. Tips for enjoying it. Add an extra teaspoon of honey if it's too tart. Toss in a few fresh mint leaves for a refreshing twist. Warm it slightly for a cozy, tea-like experience. Sprinkle in a pinch of cinnamon for flavor and extra circulation support. Important note. This drink is natural, but it's not for everyone. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, or have stomach ulcers, acid reflux, or allergies to these ingredients, talk to your doctor first. Garlic and ginger can thin blood, and the drink might interact with certain medications. I kept taking my prescribed meds and checked with my doctor to make sure this was safe for me. If you're excited to try this, type 3 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for your time. When I started this drink, I wasn't expecting a miracle. I'd tried so many things, diets, supplements, exercises, that promised relief but fell short. But this was different. The changes were slow but real, building day by day like a sunrise. Days chacun trior. I felt a little lighter, like a weight had lifted from my legs. Simple tasks, like walking to the garden or folding laundry, didn't tire me out as quickly. My mind felt a bit clearer too, like the fog was starting to lift. Days 4 to 7. The dizziness began to fade. One morning I stood up from bed and realized I hadn't needed to grab the wall. My steps felt sure, my balance steady. I even walked to the corner store without pausing to catch my breath, a small victory that felt huge. Week 2 and beyond. The dizziness was gone. My blood pressure, which had been up and down for years, started to stabilize. I checked it daily, and the numbers were closer to normal than they'd been in decades. My digestion improved, too. No more bloating after meals. Even my sleep was deeper. And those scary heart flutters I used to feel in the evenings? They vanished. This wasn't just about feeling better physically. It was about reclaiming my life. I started saying yes to things I'd avoided, like walks with my grandkids or coffee with friends, because I wasn't afraid of falling or feeling weak anymore. This drink didn't turn back time, but it gave me the strength to live my days fully. I was curious. How could something so simple make such a difference? So I dug into the research, and what I found was eye-opening. Each ingredient in this drink is backed by science. Garlic. Studies from places like the National Institutes of Health show garlic lowers blood pressure and cholesterol, helping clear arteries and improve blood flow. Its allicin compound acts like a natural cleaner for your blood vessels. Turmeric. Research in medical journals praises curcumin for reducing inflammation, which can stiffen arteries. It also protects against heart disease and keeps blood vessels flexible. Ginger. Science shows ginger improves circulation and reduces blood clotting risks, helping prevent dizziness and supporting heart health. Lemon and apple cider vinegar. Both are rich in antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress, a key factor in artery damage. They also help your body flush out toxins. Honey. Its antioxidants support overall health and make the drink easier for your body to absorb. These aren't new discoveries. Cultures around the world, from India to Europe, have used these ingredients for centuries. Modern science is just catching up, showing how they work together to clean arteries, boost circulation, and ease symptoms like dizziness. If this science excites you, type 4 in the comments to let me know you're still here. Thank you for sticking with me. This journey taught me something profound. Aging doesn't mean giving up. For years, I believed weakness and dizziness were just part of getting older. My family said, "Slow down, you're not young anymore." Friends swapped stories of aches and pains like it was normal. But I've learned that aging is a privilege, not a sentence. Yes, our bodies change, our steps slow, our energy shifts. But we're not powerless. One day, my granddaughter asked me to join her for a picnic in the park. Before, I'd have said no, worried about feeling unsteady or tired. But after weeks of this drink, I felt different. We packed a basket, spread a blanket under a big oak tree, and spent the afternoon laughing and tossing a frisbee. She looked at me with her big, bright eyes and said, "Grandma, you're so much fun today." That moment filled my heart. It wasn't about being young again. It was about being present. This drink was the start, but the real change was in how I saw myself. I stopped accepting limitations and started asking, what can I do today to feel better? Small steps, like drinking this blend, walking a little more, or sipping water throughout the day, added up to big changes. Aging isn't about decline. It's about living with purpose and care. How did I stick with it? It wasn't always easy. Some mornings I was tempted to skip it, thinking, I feel fine today. But I remembered how I used to feel, trapped by dizziness and fear. So I made it part of my routine, like brushing my teeth. I'd wake up, splash water on my face, and mix my drink. I kept a photo of my granddaughter on the fridge with a note. Do it for her. That reminder kept me going. I also tracked my progress on a calendar, marking each day with a bright red X. Seeing those marks grow gave me a sense of pride, like I was building something important. After a month, it wasn't a chore. It was a gift to myself. My body started to expect it, and the results, steady steps, clear mind, more energy, kept me motivated. This simple drink, made from nature's gifts, gave me back my mornings, my confidence, and my joy. It's not a cure-all, and it may not work the same for everyone, but it's a reminder that small intentional choices can change everything. If you're waking up to dizziness, feeling weak, or missing the energy to enjoy life, I encourage you to try this. Talk to your doctor, make the drink, and give it time. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about living your days with strength and gratitude. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I've shared my story, from struggling with dizziness and frailty to finding vitality through a natural remedy. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll carry forward? Maybe it's the power of simple ingredients, the importance of consistency, or the belief that you're never too old to feel better. Share it in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more ways to live vibrantly at any age. Type 1 if you're ready to take a step toward better health, or 0 if there's something else you'd like to learn. I can't wait to hear from you. See you in the next video, and here's to thriving, not just surviving.